5. Decimals. Decimal numbers or decimals are a kind of numbers. It is another way of writing fractions. We shall learn about them in this chapter. Look at the figure. It is a rectangle divided into 10 equal parts. Therefore, each part represents 1/10 of the rectangle. We can give another name to 1/10. It is 1/10. Hence, 1/10 is equal to 1/10. 1/10 or 1/10 represents 1 out of 10. In the decimal system, we write 1/10 as 0.1. The decimal number 0.1 has two parts, 0 and 1. They are separated by a dot, which is called the decimal point. Now, look at the above figure. 4 out of 10 parts are shaded. It means 4/10 or 4/10 parts are shaded. We write 4/10 as 0.4 in the decimal system. Siddharth has planted roses in 2 of his fields like this. We can say he has planted one whole row and 3/10 of another. Using fractions, we write this as 1 3/10. We can also use decimals to convey the same idea. Using decimals, we write this as 1.3. The digits to the right of the decimal point shows that it is less than 1 whole. Teacher's tip: introduce the concept of decimals to children using charts, boards, conversion table and paper strips. Understanding decimals. We know that the value of the digit decreases every time it moves to the right in the place value chart. It gets 10 times smaller for every move to the right. Watch the place value of the digit in this chart. Tenths. What happens when the digit moves further to the right? HTO tenths 0.1. Value of digit 1 divided by 10. 0.1 is read as 1/10 or 0.1. 1 is further divided into 10 equal parts and each part is called a tenth. The fractional form of 1/10 is 1/10. The decimal form of 1/10 is 0.1, which is read as 0.1. 0.1 is equal to 1/10. Whole numbers and decimal numbers are combined like this. Whole number part, decimal part, decimal point. Where there is no whole number, remember to write 0 in the whole number position before the decimal. Hundredths. Move further to the right. 0.01 is read as 1/100th or 0.01. 1/10 is further divided into 10 equal parts and each part is called 1/100th. The fraction form of 1/100th is 1/100. The decimal form of 1/100th is 0.01, which is read as 0.01. Ruchi has pasted Indian stamps in his album like this. She has used 1.06 pages for the Indian stamps. After a few months, she got 40 more stamps, and now pages look like this. She now needs 1.46 pages for the Indian stamps. We can understand this better as 1 plus 4 by 10 plus 6 by 10 is equal to 1 plus 46 by 100 is equal to 1.46. This is read as 1 and 46 hundredths or 1.46. Trixie. We do not read 1.46 as 1.46. We read it as 1.46. Thousands. When 100 is further divided into 10 equal parts, there each part is called a thousandth. The fractional form of 1,000th is 1 by 1,000. The corner box has been shown bigger here. All other boxes, if enlarged, would look like this. The decimal form of 1,000th is 0.001, which is read as 0.001. Ones, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. 2, 7, 2, 4 is equal to 2.724 is equal to 2724 by 1000. This is read as 2 and 724 thousandths or 2.724. For build read converting fractions into decimals. Fractions with denominator 10, 100, 1000. 4 by 10 is equal to 0.4. 4 by 100 is equal to 0.04. 4 by 1000 is equal to 0.004. 16 by 10 is equal to 1.6. 16 by 100 is equal to 0.16. 16 by 1000 is equal to 0.016. 253 by 10 is equal to 25.3. 253 by 100 is equal to 2.53. 253 by 1000 is equal to 0.253. 1349 by 10 is equal to 134.9. 1349 by 100 is equal to 13.49. 1349 divided by 1000 is equal to 1.349. The zeros in the denominator tell you the number of decimal places. Converting decimals into fractions. Method 1. Reading a decimal correctly helps you to change it easily into fractions. 8 tenths is equal to 0.8 is equal to 8 by 10. 14 hundredths is equal to 0.14 is equal to 14 by 100. 1 and 6 thousandths is equal to 1.006 is equal to 6 by 1000. Method 2. A. Express 4.03 as a fraction. Step 1. Count the number of digits in the decimal given. 3 in this example. 4.03. Step 2. Rewrite the number without the decimal, that is the numerator, 403. Step 3. Write the denominator with 1 followed by as many zeros as decimal places. 403 by 100. Answer 4.03 is equal to 403 by 100. Expanded notation. Let us see how a decimal number can be expressed in expanded notation. The expanded notation for the number 314.26 is given below. 314.26 is equal to 300 plus 10 plus 4 plus 2 by 10 plus 6 by 100 is equal to 300 plus 10 plus 4 plus 0.2 plus 0.06. The expanded notation for the number 759.129 is given below. 759.129 is equal to 700 plus 50 plus 9 plus 1 by 10 plus 2 by 100 plus 9 by 1000 is equal to 700 plus 50 plus 9 plus 0.1 plus 0.02 plus 0.009. Exercise. Write each decimal number as a fraction. Equivalent decimals. Consider a square that is divided into 10 equal parts and out of which 3 parts are shaded. The shaded portion of the square represents the fraction 3 by 10 or the decimal 0.3. Each part is further divided into 10 parts. There are a total of 100 parts. The shaded portion represents the fraction 30 by 100 or the decimal 0.30. If each part is divided further into 10 parts, there will be total of 1000 parts. Now, the shaded portion represents the fraction 300 by 1000 or the decimal 0.300. The decimal numbers 0.3, 0.30 and 0.300 are equivalent decimal numbers. In the same manner, 0.4, 0.40 and 0.400 are equivalent decimal numbers. Placing any number of zeros to the right of the decimal part does not change the value of the decimal. Like and unlike decimals. Decimals having the same number of digits in the decimal places are called Like decimals: 3.56, 0.48, 9.43, 56.71 are like decimals, each having two decimal places. Decimals having different number of digits in the decimal places are called unlike decimals. 2.436, 9.32, 0.5 are unlike decimals, as 2.436 has 3 decimal places, 9.32 has 2 decimal places, and 0.5 has 1 decimal place. Unlike decimals can also be equivalent decimals. 0.6, 0.60, 0.600 look unlike, but they are equivalent decimals. Why? Converting unlike decimals into like decimals. Unlike decimals can be converted into like decimals by finding their equivalent decimals. Unlike decimals: 1.5, 3.42, 7.568. Like decimals: 1.500, 3.420, 7.568. 1.500, 3.420 and 7.568 are a set of like fractions. What we did was adding zeros to which the same number of digits in the decimal part of the numbers. Remember, addition of zeros does not change the value of the decimals. Comparing and ordering decimals. Comparing decimals. A. We can compare two decimals using mathematical models. 0.32 is greater than 0.24. 0.55 is less than 0.57. 0.070 is less than 0.5. B. 1. Suppose you are to compare 53.46 and 39.2, then we take the following steps. Step 1. Convert the given decimals into like decimals. 53.46, 39.2, 53.46, 39.20. Step 2. First compare the whole number parts. The decimal with the bigger whole number part is the bigger decimal. 53 is greater than 39. Hence, 53.46 is greater than 39.20 or 39.20 is less than 53.46. 2. Compare 42.36 and 42.5. Step 1. Convert the given decimals into like decimals. 42.36, 42.5, 42.36, 42.50. Step 2. First compare the whole number parts. 42 is equal to 42. Step 3. If the whole number parts are equal, compare the tens digits. The decimals with the bigger digit in the tens place is greater. 0.3 is less than 0.5. Hence, 42.36 is less than 42.50 or 42.50 is greater than 42.36. If the tens digits are equal, compare the hundredths digit, and so on. Three. Compare 0.72 and 0.726. Convert the given number into like decimals. 0.72, 0.726, 0.720, 0.726. Here, the whole number parts are same. Their tens digits as well as hundredths digits are same. Now, compare their thousands digits. 0,000th is less than 6,000th. So, 0.720 is less than 0.726. Hence, 0.72 is less than 0.726, or 0.726 is greater than 0.72. Ordering decimals. A. Write the following decimals in ascending order: 5.02, 3.46, 0.529, 0.2, 9.513, 8.361. The given decimals are 5.020, 3.460, 0.529, 0.200, 9.513, 8.361, 0.529 and 0.200 have the same whole number parts. So, we compare their tens digits. Since 5 is greater than 2, 0.529 is greater than 0.200. Finally, we have 0 less than 3, 3 less than 5, 5 less than 8, and 8 less than 9. So, 0.200 is less than 0.529 is less than 3.460 is less than 5.020 is less than 8.361 is less than 9.513. Hence, 0.2 is less than 0.529 is less than 3.46 is less than 5.02 is less than 8.361 is less than 9.513 are in ascending order. B. Rewrite in descending order the decimals: 0.66, 0.6, 0.606. Convert the given decimals into like decimals: 0.660, 0.600, 0.606. Write in descending order. 0.660 is greater than 0.606 is greater than 0.600. Addition of decimals. Adding decimal numbers is just like adding whole numbers. Let us add 3.42 plus 2.56. Step 1. Put the digits according to the place value, that is, one below the other. Make sure that the decimal points are also exactly one below the other. Ones below ones, tens below tens, and so on. Step 2. Change the given decimals into like decimals. Step 3. As usual, start from the hundredths. Carry over where necessary. Step 4. Place the decimal point in the answer in the same place as the numbers above it. Answer 3.42 plus 2.56 is equal to 5.98. B. Add 4.36 plus 5.20 is equal to 9.56. C. Add 93.500 plus 84.605 is equal to 178.105. Subtraction of decimals. Subtracting decimal numbers is just like subtracting whole numbers. Let us subtract 24.51 from 32.68. Step 1. Put the bigger number on top and the smaller one below, taking care to match the place value and keeping the decimal point one below the other. Step 2. Convert them into like decimals. Step 3. Subtract as usual. Regroup where necessary. Answer 32.68 minus 24.51 is equal to 8.17. B. Subtract 13.40 from 18.69. 18.69 minus 13.40 is equal to 5.29. C. Subtract 72.54 from 81.3. 81.30 minus 72.54 is equal to 8.76. What should be added? What should by the table? What? Multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of decimals by a whole number. Karan walked 13 steps to his room. Each step measured 1.25 meter. What are the total distance to the room? Karan decided to add 1.25 meter 13 times. His father told him to multiply instead. This is what he did. 13 into 1.25 is equal to how much? Step 1. Multiply the numbers as whole numbers, ignoring the decimal point. Step 2. Count the number of decimal places in the multiplicand and multiplier and add the number of decimal places. Step 3. Put the decimal point in the product from the right. After as many digits as the total number of decimal places. Answer. The distance of the room is 16.25 meter. Multiplication of a decimal by 10, 100, 1000. Kanika bought 10 notebooks for school. Each notebook costs rupees 9.75. What was the total cost of the notebooks? To find the total cost, we are to multiply Rupees 9.75 into 10 is equal to rupees 97.50, or the value of each digit has increased by one place. Kanika spent rupees 97.50 on the notebook. A. 3.68 into 10 is equal to 36.8. Value of each digit has increased by one place, that is 10 times. B. 4.921 into 100 is equal to 492.1. Value of each digit has increased by two places, that is 100 times. C. 6.248 into 1000 is equal to 6248. Decimal point need not be written as we got a whole number. 4.71 into 1000 is equal to 4710. A zero is put to make three places of decimals. Multiplication of a decimal by another decimal. A. Multiply 2.18 by 1.3. Multiply as whole numbers ignoring the decimal point. Number of decimal places is 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Put the decimal after 3 places from the right. Division of decimals. Division of a decimal by a whole number. A. When paper is needed in large quantities, it can be brought in kilograms. 3 friends bought 4.89 kg of paper. How did they share it among themselves? 4.89 divided by 3 is equal to how much? Step 1. Divide the decimals as division of whole numbers is done. Step 2. Place the decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. Divide the ones. Divide the tens. Divide the hundredths. 4.89 divided by 3 is equal to 1.63. Answer: each friend gets 1.63 kg of paper. B. 2.56 divided by 4 is equal to how much? Here, the divisor is greater than the whole number part of the dividend. Answer: 2.56 divided by 4 is equal to 0.64. Remainders while dividing decimals. When you divide decimals, you do not show any reminders. You write extra zeros to complete their division. Mrs. Kapoor bought 4.5 kg of rice. She put the rice equally into 2 jars. How much rice did she put in each jar? 4.5 divided by 2 is equal to how much? Answer: Mrs. Kapoor put 2.25 kg of rice in each jar. Division of decimals by 10, 100, 1000. A. Divide 93.46 by 10. Answer: 93.46 divided by 10 is equal to 9.346. There is no decimal point in the working of the sum. It should be shown in the dividend and the quotient only. To divide a decimal by 10, move the decimal point one place to the left. 64.83 divided by 10 is equal to 6.483. To divide a decimal by 100, move the decimal point two places to the left. 64.83 divided by 100 is equal to 0.6483. To divide a decimal by 1000, move the decimal point three places to the left. 64.83 divided by 1000 is equal to 0.06483.